You believe you are manifesting, but what if I told you that the very act of waiting is the reason your desire is still out of reach? You pray, you affirm, you visualize, and yet nothing changes. Not because manifestation does not work, but because you are still living in the state of one who waits. And that state, the state of absence, recreates itself again and again, delaying what could already be yours. Today, I will reveal the number one reason you are not manifesting, and how you can fix it quickly, perhaps faster than you imagine. Let me begin with a truth that many resist. The world you see outside is nothing more than a faithful mirror of the state you occupy within. Your consciousness, your inner assumption, is the only creative power. It does not matter how much you want, how much you hope, or how much you beg. Consciousness does not respond to desire itself. It responds to the state you assume as real in this present moment. When you say, I want, you affirm lack. When you say, one day, you affirm distance. And when you wait, you live in absence. Do you see? You are not punished. You are simply mirrored. Life is not giving you what you ask for. It is giving you what you are. Close your eyes for a moment. Ask yourself, am I assuming the state of one who has, or the state of one who still waits? If manifestation is so simple, consciousness mirroring the state, why then do so many of you struggle? Why do you affirm, imagine, and hope for years, yet the desire feels endlessly delayed? The greatest barrier is subtle, almost invisible. It is the state of waiting itself. Most of you live not in the end, but in the expectation of the end. And expectation, when rooted in the future, is separation. You say, I will manifest, and I say, in that very phrase lies the seed of failure, for you have confessed that you do not yet possess it. The mind, when occupied with doubt or delay, reinforces that the desire is still outside, and consciousness, loyal, unwavering, reflects exactly that absence back into your world. You think you are manifesting, but what you are truly manifesting is the continuation of waiting. This is why your desire feels late. It is not late. It is your assumption that delays it. And another misconception. You believe you must always be in a high vibration, ecstatic, euphoric. Manifestation does not require frenzy. What it requires is a calm, steady conviction, a quiet knowing that does not need proof. The silent assurance is the seed. That is all. Think of a desire right now. Have you been waiting for it or living from it? So then, if waiting is the trap, how do you escape it? How do you move from endless delay to the immediacy of creation? How do you transform your entire life? Here is the remedy. Here is how you fix the delay at once. Assume the end. Enter the state as though the desire were already yours. Do not think of it as coming. Feel it as done. Act within your imagination as one who already possesses the life you long for. Your consciousness does not know future or past. It only knows now. So when you live now as if fulfilled, the mirror must reflect that fulfillment. Stop waiting and chasing. Cease the restless pursuit. Stop begging the outer world to change. It cannot move until you move within. When you rest in the end, the outer rearranges itself to match. Waiting is resistance. Chasing is denial. Resting in the assumption is power. Trust the process without proof. Faith is not passive waiting. Faith is an inner certainty that requires no evidence. You need not ask how or when. Those belong to the outer world. Your task is only to dwell in the end. The bridge of incidents will carry you to it. Use imagination creatively. Your imagination is not fantasy. It is the workshop of creation. When you close your eyes and see vividly the scene of your fulfilled desire, when you feel it real, you plant the seed. Persist until that imaginal act feels natural, until it no longer feels like pretending, but like remembering. Then let it be. Release and let go. Detach from the outcome. Do not dig up the seed to see if it grows. Release the need to control. This is not giving up. It is shifting into the vibration of already done. Your calm assurance is the strongest magnet of all. Practice before sleep. In that drowsy state before sleep, your subconscious is open. It does not argue, it accepts. So as you drift into slumber, let your last thought, your last feeling, be the state of the wish fulfilled. This alone can move mountains in silence. So I ask you again, are you waiting for life to change, or are you daring to assume it has already changed? The world is only your mirror. It cannot reflect what you do not occupy. Step into the end, and the end will find you. Now you see the truth. The number one reason you are not manifesting is not because the universe has denied you, but because you have not yet claimed it within. Waiting is the delay. Assumption is the key. So tonight, when you close your eyes, dare to live in the end. Dare to feel the wish fulfilled. Not tomorrow, now. If you practice this, not as effort, not as struggle, but as a natural way of being, your world must yield. It has no choice. Because consciousness is the only reality, and what you assume in consciousness, you will meet in the flesh. So take this teaching. Do not let it remain theory. Practice it. Enter the end, and watch as your life transforms.